Hello everyone. Today I will be talking about my US visa experience. So I will be telling you about do's, don'ts, suggestions, everything. So last week I had my US visa interview. It was in Delhi, the US embassy. So it on 12th of March it was my OFC appointment, and on 13th of March it was my interview appointment. So the OFC appointment was took me a very less time, about 5 minutes. It was just going inside and uh, giving your biometrics and your photograph. Uh, it you just had to go inside, show your passport and a few appointment letter and a few other things, and they would put a barcode behind your passport, and then you had to take a token and get into a line, and then they would leave, put you for a OFC appointment. That's it. The next day, the important day, uh, uh, I I was there around half an hour before the appointment, and before 15 minutes, they called uh, with a megaphone, and we had to get into a line where we showed our passports, and they let us in. So after that, you go inside and get yourself checked. You have to remove everything from your belts to your purse, and they check very thoroughly. Then after that, the next part is you go through the gate, and you are made to sit in rows, and one by one they take each row uh, as a line inside the consular office. So I was in row 3, and they took the whole row to the consular office, where we had to stand for about 5 minutes, and then there were few different counters where they checked the passport and the barcode which was pasted the last day at the OFC appointment, and then and they checked our biometrics so as to see that the same person has come which gave his OFC uh, biometrics. So after that, you had to go in one more line where other people from other time slots were also there, and there were many counters, about I could say about 20 of them, where uh, US people from US were taking the interviews. Now, the line was quite big, and it was the it the person who took your US visa was totally random. So I remember my counter was 18. I had to wait about 10 minutes to get to that counter. So now I will talk about my case. I was going there for a youth exchange program in Minnesota, and I got I and I was sure that I would but in my case my visa was rejected. I was sure that I would get my visa, but I was given reason that my ties are not very strong to my nation, and they suspected that I won't come back, so they rejected my visa. So I had around 8 9 documents with me, but the person refused to see them. He didn't even see my application. He just saw my passport. That's it. It was as if it was already decided that I was going to be rejected, but it was fine. I had some suspectability that it would get rejected because I was traveling for international for the first time, and also I was going to travel solo. So being a minor, there could have been some problem. So the suggestions I would say is that once you get your once they uh, give their decision, either they are going to give you the visa or not, just don't argue with them, because once the decision taken, it can't be changed. and it's not in their hands. They put the information inside their uh, systems, and whatever the decision comes, they just tell you. It's not in their hands. They can just take a specific quota, you know. And there was this girl who gave the interview before me, and she was also rejected, and she started arguing with the visa interview guy, so she had to be taken by the securities. So whatever the decision is, just don't argue. I was sad that he didn't see any of my documents. I had invitation letters from US as well as uh, recommendation letters from India, and as well as the financial. There was no financial barrier in my case, but still it got rejected. Uh, there are a lot of chance that it could get rejected, but still, if you have a strong case, you must try. But again, be on time and don't argue with the using.